Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I was earlier just trying to get the snaps and I couldn't even get them out there. I was like, ah, there we go. Hope you guys are doing well. I got some breaking news. I'm going to go through my notes right now, and I think it's very, very important that we talk about this because I've been talking about China and Taiwan and the issues going on with those two countries and saying that when China invades Taiwan, and they are going to invade. Why do I know that? This is a certainty. China said they're going to do it. They said we're either going to do it about a few months ago, either peacefully or by force, but we are going to do it. And I believe that it is going to happen before the end of August. The reason why is because there has been some leaked video that you can't even put out on platforms because it gets taken down. It is very sad. And so you got to be very careful. And some information that came out of China, and they are laying out their plans right now. Well, right now we're seeing in the news, Taiwan warns China that it has missile capability of striking. It's capable of striking Beijing. This is serious stuff. Now, this is saber rattling. Don't get me wrong. It's saber rattling. It happens all the time between countries when they, especially Taiwan, they know that this is coming. So they're throwing out these warnings, right? But this is an escalation moment, all right? It's not de-escalation. It's escalating. It is getting worse. We're getting closer. And if you think for a second that, the effects on the economy worldwide from Russia and Ukraine, their war that's going on was something, you haven't seen anything until you see China. Because, we've already seen fallouts from Ukraine not shipping out wheat. Man, I got an insane comment. And I say it's insane. People just don't think. They're like, oh, so what? You think Ukraine just produces all the world's wheat? No, dork. I mean, I just literally said it produces X amount. I don't even remember the percentage. But every time a country is unable to ship its goods, that's fewer goods that are on the market. So it severely runs the price up of the commodity on the futures exchange. And then it makes it, let's say, I'm literally, these are not my notes. Nope. I don't know if it's on the back of the box. These are made with wheat. But let's say Ukraine shipped 5%, just 5%. Put it in the comment section what it is below. If they ship 5% of the world's wheat, that's 5% less that they can't get out because of either shipping lanes being blocked or farmers not being able to produce it because there's a war going on, or not being able to get fertilizer. There's a myriad of reasons that could cause that, right? So now you have 5% less. So the price is going to get run up on the markets. Profiteering is going to happen. And then that's that much less wheat that the world can consume. So people, they're just a delusion, right? Well, if China goes in, and right here, let me dive right back in this. Taiwanese officials are warning China to think twice before attacking the island nation, claiming that Taiwan has missile capabilities to strike Beijing, okay? This is very, very serious. And I'm going to link this story below. Hold on. Let's get some coffee. You haven't told Ninja needs to fire up right now. Hold on. So rude, Ninja. Why are you drinking coffee in the middle of an interview? Because I'm here to talk to you, all right? Because this is absolutely blowing my mind. China, if they go to war with Taiwan, we're going to start sanctioning. We're going to do everything we did with Beijing, but on steroids. The shipping lanes are going to shut off. A lot of, I get it, crap that we don't need from China is not going to be showing up here. But I want you to understand that crap that we don't need literally is the survival rate. It's the difference of so many mom and pop businesses either surviving or dying. Because if they don't have product that they've already been for years relying on coming off the boat from China, right? If they don't have it to sell, they're going to go under. There's going to be a cascading effect. If you think the markets in the last 90 days, and you're looking at your 401k or your IRAs, any of those products, and they are literally down 20 to 25% right now since the first of the year, and you're going, holy cow, what just happened? If you think that's bad, wait till you see what happens when we start sanctioning China. This is a war. It is an economic war. And like Gerald Celente says, if all else fails with all their plans of manipulation, thievery, all that crap, they take you to war. And right now, there's the saber rattling. And the United States is on the forefront. They're sending armaments to Taiwan, to Ukraine, and they are poking. They're poking the bear right now. I didn't even think about that. That was interesting. It's bear. Isn't that Russia? The bear. Right now, the world's economies are splitting into two. So now I'm going to give you some good news. There's good news in this. But think about this. They're splitting in two. And right now, we're poking both sides of the other side of the team. There's two sides of the other team, and they're coming together right now. They're forming, building a super team, economically and militarily. All right. A lot of us thought that this was going to happen at once. China was going to move in, and Russia going to move into their respective countries that they were going to attack after the Olympics, and it didn't happen. Thank heavens, because I can't even imagine what it would have been like for the world's economies and global food supply if it had happened all at once. All right. But what I want you to understand is when they do this, it's because they're splitting up the economies. This is happening. So how do we get out of this? Well, I'll tell you what. Getting out of a debt-based system, a fiat currency system, will strip all power from them. Now, can you go and buy gold and silver and go to the store and buy things with it? No, you cannot. And there are so many people that are very confused, I think, in this fact, because they go, well, why would I buy that? I can't use it for anything. Well, I'll give you an example. When you go to the gas station, I used to hear people all say, I can't eat it, right? And I'm telling you, first off, let's say this. There is a famine coming. Prepare with food. Get yourself a year's food supply. This isn't a joke. This is not a joke, okay? The writing is all over the walls. They're literally telling you, presidents and leaders of world countries are coming out and going, there is about to be a food crisis. There's about to be a famine. There's about to be a food supply shortage. Like, this is literally happening. If people aren't listening now and preparing, and please do this, share these videos, because then it's not like you're telling your family or your friends that are rolling their eyes at you. Just throw it out anywhere on the internet. And I can guarantee you, your prayer needs to be, my family and friends that I care about, they're not listening to me, that they'll find a video like this and it'll just, bam, snap. That's why I snap, guys. Try and wake people up all the time. Snap and point. It's called action, like old Uncle Sam. He didn't snap, though. He should have. Probably would have gotten better results. I'm just joking. Love my country. But the problem is, I don't love where it's going. And the thing is that we need to get into a spot where we go, all right, how do we do this? Well, a lot of people go, well, I can't eat gold. Well, that's cool. Can't eat gasoline either. And if you do, we might need to find serious help for you. But the point is I go to them with a dollar bill and I go, I'll tell you what, if you take this $1 bill and you shove it in your gas tank and run a ramrod down there and get it down to the tank real good, I'll hand you a $20 bill. Now the person looks at me like, well, boy, you're stupid. And I go, no, it's the whole point. You can't put gold in your tank. Well, you can't put $1 in your tank. But what happens? You go down to the gas station with your dollar and you buy some gas. Well, if you got gold and it keeps going up, and that means because of inflation, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but if you had $2,000 in your bank account in 2019 and you said, I want to go buy gas with all that 2,000 bucks, well, that day, let's say gasoline was sitting at, this is some really bad math. I was not prepared for this, but you do the math for me. $2,000 divided by the national average back then, let's just say it was $2 a gallon. Ooh, I might be able to do that. Great. Nope, can't do it. You'd buy X amount of gas, right? Now today, if that $2,000 is still in your bank account, and you want to go buy gas, you could only buy half as much gas. As a matter of fact, you can only buy less than half, because $2. National average is over 5. So you're going, crap, I've lost purchasing power. But if you would have taken that and you would have bought $2,000 worth of gold, which would have bought you back then, gold is what, like around 1,500 bucks when this whole thing started, right? In 2020, January 2020, put it in the comment section below how much it was. And you go, well, I've got myself an ounce and a little bit more than an ounce. So he's got $2,000 worth of gold. Now gold's worth $1,800 an ounce. So now I could buy even more gas. My point is that it's saving your purchasing power, right? And then you go sell it and you go buy more gas. At this point, what are you doing? What are you doing with your money? Are you storing it? It's stored energy. Is it stored in a bank? Where honestly, at this point now, there's bail-ins that are completely legal, that if a bank goes under, they have the ability to take a percentage of your bank account, your funds, to make the bank solvent, because you are now an unsecured creditor of the bank. This is very serious. I want people to understand how serious this is. And how does this all tie into China and Taiwan? They're going to take the markets down. But they know this. They're ready. Why? Because they've been buying gold. They've been buying food. They are prepared. They are not scared. As much as the mainstream media here in America and other countries too want to just play this off like it's not going to happen, they'd be foolish. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. What is going to happen to the markets when China moves into Taiwan? I think this is very serious. And so it's, how do we get people ready? We get you prepared so you're not scared. You have your food. You have money outside of, you're diversified outside of the US dollar. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a dude with a real hawk a dream and an awesome coffee. Stand by. Sounds funny. I haven't even had any coffee this morning. It's like my 4th sip. People say all the time, like, man, Ninja, you gotta lay off the coffee. I'm like, no, this is me when I wake up. All my friends would, any of my buddies in the comment section, just go ahead and just tell them the truth. You guys know how I act. Fired up. Because why? This is the greatest opportunity of your life to get ahead. I know it sounds crazy. That's how wealthy people have become famously, fabulously wealthy, was during hard times, not good times. Good times, everybody's just making so much money. It's all going up. Bad times is everyone's freaking out. Rich people are in there sucking it up. And now it's time for Ninja Nation, for the people that are not wealthy right now, to be calm, have peace of mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, too, the weapons formed against you will not prosper when you're talking about these evil people that have plans to put you into debt and death. As you guys pay off your debt and you get out of fiat currency, that includes real estate too, but you have to buy it right. I'm not a buyer of real estate right now. I'm going to wait for El Crasho, and I'm going to buy it all up. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm super excited to do that. But I want you to understand, these are very serious times. Prepare. Super pumped. All right, guys, that being said, I hope you got something out of this. If not, I hope it encouraged you to be able to do a little bit more today. And if you don't have a lot of money, it's just 1 can of green beans. Sounds funny. 1 can of garbanzo beans. That is, right now in my stores around here, about $1. It was 49 cents a couple years ago. But just $1 right now, $1 will buy you enough calories to get through the day. That's it. So for the future, buy a can of beans, go set aside, maybe a bag of beans, maybe a bag of lentils. Go set it aside, a little bit of pasta. It's very, very inexpensive. Do not grow weary. Be grateful right now. Thank the Lord above that you are getting information and you're being encouraged, because you guys are going to crush it out there. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.